What is up, gamers? I'm back. Konami had a dude live stream set reveal with the latest core set, Doom of Dimensions or Dude. And as you know, we always get the second wave of the TCG exclusive archetype supports in them from the previous set. So of course, RB gets its second wave, and it is quite interesting, if I do say so myself. This is a classic Gundam kind of situation here. As you know, they are all the OG RBs, or Earth machines. Cutter, Driller, Rocket's a fire, right? But Driller, Cutter are Earth, Rocket's a fire, Brute Blues is a wind, and then Falcon Booster's a fire because rocket. So, but the main implications earlier is you put him in Earth machines because hey, it's Earth machine, you know. Now the thing about this deck is that it didn't really have a normal summon. There was no genuine normal summon the deck had. Of course, the main starter is obviously stage landing, but between the main deck monsters, none of the main deck monsters really had anything, you know. So of course you need to use a supplement like other supplementary engines in order to get the plays going and such, which kind of sucked. I'll be honest, but what can you do, right? So I think it had potential. I mean, Driller's really good, Cutter's really good, Rocket's all right as well. The field spell is pretty good. Funk Doc is pretty good as well because it just keeps giving you more board presence with more RB monsters. It doesn't discriminate what RB you can summon, right? So you can summon another Cutter or Driller and such. So we do got the second wave of supports. We do got these three right here: Lambda Cannon, Lambda Blade, and Pile Bunker. These are actually really good names. Now you can see the main problem here. We have a level 6, level 7, level 8. And these two say if this card is normal or special summoning. I am not tribute summoning these two. Please. Besides that, let's get them out of the way. Lambda Cannon, level 6, 1200 both ways. It's normal special summon, target RB monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, which is good. This just gets back any of the ones that you use, like Cutter, Driller, or Rocket. And while it's linked to an RB link monster, pay 1200, destroy this card, and if you do, look at your opponent's hand, then you can special summon one monster from it to their field, but getting its effects. So you could get a nice hand trip out of the way. Something like an Abu, you know, which I think is really interesting. It's very interesting. Not only gives you hand knowledge, but you could summon like a hand trap that's like, oh, it could cook the rest of my turn, right? That's really good. Blade, level 7, 1400 both ways. Normal special summon. Send an RB card to your deck, your graveyard accept itself. During your opponent's main phase, if it's linked to an RB link monster, quick effect, you can pay 1400 life points. Then target a monster your opponent controls. Destroy this card, and if you do, take control, but destroy it during the end phase. Very interesting. It's a very, not necessarily telegraph snatch steal, but your opponent has to at least be wary that you have a snatch steal on lock. It is coming, so they have to deal with it one way or another. RB Pile Bunker, level 8 Earth Machine. If you control no face of monsters or the only face of monsters you control RB monsters, special summon this card from your hand. It does not activate, so it doesn't trigger the K9 cards. Nice! I mean, all the other ones say that as well, right? So, yeah, nice. One attack is declared on an opponent's monster, and an RB Brute Blues that points to this card. Pay 1500, destroy all cards your opponent controls, and this card. Oh, that one's good too. We do have RB Shepherd's Crook. This is like, the main antagonist, right? The scapegoat plushies, man, and Blue Eyes. Look at that. It's level 3 Dark Link with bottom right, and left arrows. It needs 2+ monsters, including an RB. It gains 500 attack for each monster you control except itself. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. During the main phase, you can send an RB trap from your deck to your graveyard. And during your opponent's main phase, target 3 level 3 or higher RB monsters in your graveyard, place 2 on the bottom deck in any order, and special summon the other in defense position. This is okay. Setting they got traps, which is good. I haven't read the traps. I only saw these 3, and I saw the levels. And I was like, oh no. But I this one's okay. I think he's okay. The deck is still doesn't have like the best game plan going first, because it looks like it's just catered. It originally looked catered to like go try to break a board, but now it can actually do stuff going first. Is like you can look at your hand, you can rub a hand trap. It's a snap. You can set up a snatch steal, and of course you set up a board wipe, which is really good. And then the trap. I haven't read the traps yet, so I will come back to my judgment for this one here. Obviously, the recycling card, the recycling part is good as well. Operation Test, a continuous spell card. When it's activated, target a level 3 or higher RB monster graveyard, special summon it. Nice. You can target any number of RB monsters you control, gain life points equal to their combined original attack, and if you do, return to the hand extra deck. Then you can special summon 1 RB monster from your hand. This is really good. It helps unclog the higher level ones, right? Name the Cannon and Blade. That's really good. Not only that, but it just recycles them. It also gives you life points, because besides Funk Duck, you are paying a substantial amount of life points. Cutter is 700, Driller is 500, and then Rocket is 1,000, right? That's pretty good. I like this a lot. And this works with Clockwork Knight, the Link monster Clockwork Knight, which is where you can send this and then get whatever summon a machine, I think. So here's the traps. We have Last Stand and the Next Phase. We got a counter trap. Nice. This is literally just Gundam right here. I don't know what to tell you. There's that's Pile Bunker right there. Right, there's Pile Bunker, and then I think that's Cannon, and then he probably has Blade. Last Stand, you summon an RB from your deck, extra deck or graveyard with a different name than the other cards you control. Can't summon the links because they were not properly summoned. If you did summon one of them off a stage landing. And then for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except for machine monsters with 1,500 or less attack, which sucks, but it is manageable. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets an RB monster you control, negate, banishes a card in the graveyard, negate that effect, and you can only use 1 effect per turn and only once that turn. This is good. This is really good. More board presence, meaning when you have your Brute Blues in the extra monster zone, you can summon one of the RBs you don't have, right? Like, let's say you only got to Driller and Pile Bunker, right? You can get to Cutter, which is the Spell and Trap Negate, which is good. And then Next Phase, Counter Trap, activates a monster effect where you control an RB monster, destroy a monster you control. And if you do, negate the activation. And if you do that, destroy that card, gain 2 stacks. That's not that. That's pretty good. It's hard. It's hard to judge how good the RB stuff is when we just got a banger of Mitsurugi, and a pretty good one as well with Mimigul before that. I don't know how good this stuff will be in the long run. The main thing is that Stage Landing, I had Stage Landing pulled up, it is not once per turn, but the lock, right, is with the ones that we also saw here with Last Stand, is machine monsters with 1,500 or less attack, which sucks. But Stage Landing is a crazy card, though. Not only that, but it has the protection effect where you just banish in the grave when these if an RB monster would be destroyed by a battle card effect. It doesn't say opponent's card effect, right? So this will also apply if they destroy themselves. And of course, Funk Doc, right? Funk Doc will get an RB from deck if you do let that happen. It's great. The 2,000 life point things is good because you are paying 1,200, 1,400, or 1,500 off of the 3 new ones, which hurts, but it's rough, right? Now, the I generally try to stay away from the comments down here, but uh, I'm looking at this stuff and like disappointed. Like RB really bad, looks fun. Link is new good. Spell for Clockwork Knight, yeah, right. I do think that I can't even imagine how to build the deck off the top of my head. I do know that this is probably a 3 of only because he is a free special. I don't know how many of these two you play because obviously Lambda, you want to get Lambda out to send an RB, and then Blade, you want to get Blade out, send an RB, and then Cannon out after to get whatever you sent to the graveyard, right? And of course, you want to start link climbing into the link monsters, right? Of course, Brute Blues is the big main searcher of the deck. He gets whatever you really need. More stage landings, right? I mean, the Link 2 is cool too because he gets a spell, which, stage landing is mission critical to this deck. You want to get to stage landing every single time. The fact that it has no once per turn means that you need to get you need to make that big board presence, which is great. And Brute Blues, he is pretty good. He is very good at clearing boards just off of this effect on its own, right? So ideally, you give it Pile Bunker, so he's at 3k, and then you give it, say, Cutter or not Driller, but say Rocket, right, to help clear boards. I think this stuff is good, but I think it's good, but I hate to compare it to Mitsurugi and like Mimigo because they actually got really good second waves of support compared to these two, and it's just, I'm not disappointed. I just wish that we can have TCG exclusive archetypes in a sense that it's not only like I hate to be like the old dudes. It's like I miss old BA, I miss old Cosmo where they were playable off the gate, things like that, right? But I will say they definitely cooked with these effects, especially Cannon. I fucking love the fact that you get hand knowledge and then you can just rip a hand trap. That's so fucking funny. That's so good. But of course, the biggest, we do gotta address the elephant in the room. There's still no good normal summon in archetype. I still think that Scrap Recycler is like the best normal for this deck. Is that weird to say? Like I had the stuff pulled up. Where the fuck is Scrap Recycler at? He's not in here. I still think Scrap Recycler is like the best normal. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time when I talk about 2XKO. Yeesh.